Roblox is a very old game. So old that this is a video from 11 years ago where a YouTuber talked about if old Roblox was better. This game has been around for so long that in 2013, people were nostalgic about its past. And it's likely that if you play Roblox, you also have your own idea of the old days. And while everyone is entitled to their own nostalgia, I actually am an unk. I spent a lot of time on Roblox as a kid, and therefore being 20 now, I grew up during what many people consider to be the first golden age of Roblox. My Roblox account that I still use to this day was created in 2008, which means my Roblox account has been around for longer than Minecraft. Given I wasn't the one who made my account, as it was actually a hand-me-down from my older cousin, but nonetheless, I was on Roblox during its earliest years all the way up until 2015. And I can still recall what it was all like vividly. Having the first game I loaded into being this one, the catalog having a much smaller selection, and this ad playing louder than the Brawl opener. It's free! This is the Skull Gladius, a CVS exclusive item released in 2011. This is my Helperbot hat, my Prop Sword hat, and I used to own the Skate 9 boy and Blue Winter cap, but as you can see, I was scammed in this unfair trade. Somewhere in the middle of the early 2010s, these players told me there was a glitch where if I made this trade with them, I would get unlimited Robux. And I'm still waiting for the glitch to kick in to this day. For a while, I used to think that old Roblox was the best, and in some ways I still do. There's a lot of charm that made old Roblox a different game, much of which simply doesn't exist in its current form. For example, ticks. Ticks were essentially a free currency that Roblox gave to every user just for logging in. Of course, they were a lot less valuable than Robux. You couldn't buy as many items with them, and you needed to convert around 10 of them just to get 1 Robux. But the fact that they were free, and that you could earn extra through people visiting your games, made them a beloved part of old Roblox. People made games about them. They wore items themed around them. And overall, ticks were celebrated by all. But in April of 2016, they were removed forever. Similarly, the Builders Club used to be Roblox's membership before it was also removed. It came in 3 tiers: Classic, Turbo, and Outrageous. I don't know why they named the highest tier Outrageous Builders Club. That just makes it sound like even the developers think you're spending too much money. The Builders Club was not that different from the premium membership that Roblox offers today. The privileges and perks were about the same, but the theming was a lot different. Nowadays, Roblox's membership service is pretty colorless and bland, but the Builders Club had a lot more character. Each tier had its own color palette, which was represented through the exclusive hats you'd get with your subscription. These colors manifested in ranks, which would be shown on player lists, and there was even a sign-on bonus. I think the funniest fact about the Builders Club was that at one point you could buy a lifetime subscription, paying one hefty price to be a member forever. Apparently, the people who bought this are still earning daily Robux from it, even after the Builders Club was removed, which means the kids who chose to ask for this on Christmas over a Wii are still profiting well into their adult life. Speaking of thinking ahead, this video sponsored NordVPN. You ever been in the middle of a heated 1v1, enjoying a fun fight all based on skill, and then maybe your opponent makes a mistake or you just catch them off guard, you start winning, and you keep on winning until you've beaten your opponent and won the duel. And then you decide to start gloating. You tell your opponent in chat that you were always better and that they never had a chance. And it's nothing personal, you know they'd say the same thing, and also that you think they've been awfully quiet ever since you won. But then suddenly, they decide to humble you. It's the most humiliating and downright unfair move they can make. Doxing your IP right in front of the entire server. You start to sweat because you're already a little bit worried about what they might do. If they're doxing you over a video game, they're probably not the most stable individual. But then there's also the 30 other people in the server who now also know where you live. And then that same individual starts posting your IP in their Discords and your own Steam profile page. They post it on your grandma's cooking page, and you go to bed feeling a lot less safe than you did before. Maybe you go to bed crying, and your grandma's confused. Thankfully, NordVPN encrypts your IP and makes it unreadable to threats online, which is why you should go to nordvpn.com/lufa for the best deal with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Imagine being able to explain to strangers how you're better without any fear of repercussions. Things will start playing out a lot differently. You enter a 1v1, but this time you have no fear. You wreck another stranger's ego. And like a moth to a flame, they try to dox you. Fortunately for you, NordVPN is activated on your computer now, which means your opponent has pulled the wrong IP. Oh yeah, that's my IP. Yeah, I totally live in Australia. Bring that bulldozer you were gonna bring to my real address. You'll just end up in a random field. That's the beauty of NordVPN. You can set your IP to almost anywhere in the world, and with so many countries to choose from, you'll be more concealed than your opponent's KD ratio, which he hides, because he doesn't want you to know that you're better. Before you know it, your confidence online will skyrocket, for better or worse. Don't forget to go to nordvpn.com/lufa for the best offer online right now. If you choose the 2-year plan, you'll get a huge discount along with 4 additional months, all backed by Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Back to the video. Now, while I've talked a lot about old Roblox's web features, I've yet to mention the games, so let's talk about them. Old Roblox games had a lot of charm, but they were also much less complex, getting more primitive the further you look back. Most Golden Age Roblox games were platformers, simple PvP-based games, and RP games that relied on user imagination. There was also an emphasis on building and creation that doesn't really exist in Roblox today, such as with the classic choose a team and build their fort, and the stamp tool which certain games used. Some games were more ambitious. In between the generic obbies were epic RPGs that functioned as miniature versions of WoW and RuneScape. But it was the games that leaned into progression and leveling up that were often the most ambitious. My favorite games to this day are Gear Wars, 2-player Gear War Tycoon, and Gear Overdrive. I loved Gear. The games of old Roblox are in some ways a lost art. But while it would be convenient to say that they're gone, that's not actually the case. Usually when people compare old versions of games to their modern versions, they look back at old gameplay, pointing to changes. However, many old Roblox games are still able to be played today. And most of the games I just mentioned haven't gone anywhere, and I can still join them over a decade later. Even some of the earliest top games like Desert Warfare, Swordfight on Heights, and The Crossroads are still very much playable. And even if some old games were taken down or just lost to software updates, they can still easily be recreated. Like if a game like The Underground War was removed, someone else could just make it and it'd still be available on Roblox. There's nothing stopping these old games from being on the platform. So why does it feel like old Roblox is no longer around? Well, unlike Tix or the Builders Club, old Roblox games weren't removed by the developers, but rather left behind by the player base. You see, over the years, as Roblox developers improved and the platform aged, higher quality games started appearing, and they naturally started siphoning off players from the older games. By 2016, the quality of Roblox games reached a new level, with titles like Phantom Forces. Phantom Forces was really special because it was one of the first Roblox games that could make you forget you were playing Roblox. The maps were huge, the gameplay was fun, and the quality was a game changer. Today, modern Roblox games are even more impressive. Many of them have insane production value and gameplay that is far more innovative than anything we had in 2012. Sure, there is a lot of slop, but old Roblox had a lot of slop too. What old Roblox didn't have is doors, Blue Lock Rivals, Dress to Impress, Fish, and Blox Fruit, or my personal favorite modern Roblox game, a faithful recreation of every Five Nights at Freddy's game with co-op, all in one game. These new games have overshadowed the originals, and for good reason. Modern Roblox games are doing what old Roblox games did, focusing on fun, but they're doing a better job of honing in on what players want. You see, back with old Roblox, people would kind of just make a game and put it out there and advertise it. They'd just kind of come up with an idea or maybe imitate someone else's and just put it out there for people to play. But with modern Roblox games, the developers are actively looking for ideas of things that people want to see made. Maybe that means that several of the top Roblox games are just anime battlegrounds, but that comes from serving the current demand. Anime is bigger than ever, and Roblox is the only platform where you can get a faithful battleground experience of Jujutsu Kaisen or a One Piece MMO. Modern Roblox games aren't just higher quality, they're also bolder and more willing to create experiences that people like, rather than just making the game first and then trying to get people to like it after. Modern Roblox developers make games that they know people are looking for, and this is really turning out to be how Roblox has managed to survive so long without losing relevance. On Roblox, the players choose what they want to play, and with so much competition, developers have to make exactly that. This has resulted in a really strong lineup of games on the front page, some of which have gone mainstream through getting attention outside of the Roblox community, as well as games that are tailored to what people want to play, no matter how small the idea might be. Is any other game doing better drawing ? The answer is no. Interestingly enough, this shift towards making what the players want has also been reflected in the catalog. The old Roblox catalog used to be pretty limited. If you didn't want to have like shaggy hair or like a Viking helmet, you were out of luck. But today, you can find anything in the new Roblox catalog. There's just 3D models of just things. Roblox was once a sidelined website that much of the gaming industry didn't really take seriously. There was a very arcadey and homemade feel within old Roblox that gave it a lot of charm, but it also kept it from gaining wider success. However, in recent years, Roblox has taken the center stage as one of the top played games, to the extent where it's now being copied by its competition. Fortnite completely changed its platform to mirror Roblox's, and there's rumors that GTA 6 might actually do the same. As amazing as old Roblox games were, the platform could not have achieved this leverage with its initial library alone. Old Roblox just wasn't capable, and so it had to evolve. I will always appreciate old Roblox for its style, but it had to die to make today's Roblox happen. Let me know in the comments what you remember about your old Roblox and what you think of new Roblox. Thanks for watching. I'm Lufa.